Hi guys, Tom here, Man City Fan TV, and welcome to the TNT Live Thursday evening. And we are doing a Leicester City preview, and we're doing a little bit of a Q&A later on. Another successful week for me, that's for sure, and I hope you guys have had another successful week too. So we'll just see who's in the comments before I bring in our special guest this evening. We've got Dupe, he's saying hi, Tom. We've got Big Morgan saying, hi, Tom, how's it going? It's going good, mate. It's going good. We've got Charlie saying, evening, Tom. And finally, the international break is over. That felt forever. Can't wait to watch some proper football now. TNT, hashtag let's have it. Yes, Charlie, you know how it is, mate. You know how it is. Premier League football's the best. English football's the best without it being internationals. You know, it's always exciting. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. So we've got everybody coming on. I'm going to welcome our special guest on. He's a very avid, passionate Leicester City fan. He's got his own YouTube channel himself. Just hit over to 10,000 subscribers, which is brilliant news. And that man is Lee Chappy.
Yes, thank you for having me on again.
No worries. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm enjoying seeing some of the comments coming in, especially one from Dupe MCFC says, I'm nervous for the Leicester game. I love that because that's not something I ever thought I'd see, you know, because Man City, this massive tycoon, massive club now in the Premier League, and fans of that club saying, I'm a bit worried about Leicester. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah, isn't it? You know, I bet it is quite, you know, passionate for you to see that and admiring to see that the City fans are nervous for the Saturday's game.
Yeah, bring it on.
Oh dear. We've got Noah Pierce saying, evening lads, hope you're all good. We've got Chris is saying, good evening, Tom, you all right, mate? I certainly am. Dudley's saying, hi, Tom. Few no City players injured, Dupe says. Lee's got his stats about the Leicester players injured, that's for sure.
We can do that in a bit. Yeah. I wonder how many Jamie Vardy comments we're going to get tonight. Everyone that pops in and writes Jamie Vardy, I'll put £1 in for the charity tin. Hey.
We've got, hopefully Vardy doesn't score against us. He's been in form.
No, he's not at the best of form, but
we won't. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
there we go. Jamie Vardy. Thought it was Jamie Vardy. Honestly, they're coming through. Don't they?
Yeah, here come the Brendan Rodgers bottle comments as well. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll ignore them. We'll get straight on to Saturday's game. We'll get straight into the footy scenes. We haven't got you long, so I'm just wondering what you think so far. How your season's gone?
It's been mad. You know, last season before this one started, you know, saying that we were going to get top 6, and we did. I know we kind of dropped out of the top 4, which was unfortunate. Lots of injuries, which we can talk about in a sec.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we replaced bloody Ricardo Pereira at the time when he took his ACL injury, probably world class, and replaced him with Ryan Bennett on loan from Wolves. It kind of sums up reason why we dropped out. But don't worry. The bottle job agenda is still in motion. Yeah. And it's been mad since then because we broke into that top 6. We took Europa League football on. We've had a little taste of what that's like. Okay, we dropped out of it a little probably earlier than I'd hoped. At the same time, because we dropped out of it, we've not got the biggest of squads as it is. We're still dealing with ongoing injuries and players coming in, replacing someone else, and they get injured, and then they have to rotate. So it's been a tough season, and I kind of glad actually that we dropped out of the Europa, because if you're not in it to win it, it's pretty pointless. It's a pointless tournament. You don't get really anything out of it whatsoever, apart from more games and more injuries. And because of it, we've gone through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, the first time since '82. And the first, if we can get through past Southampton to reach the final, which you boys have got to put past Chelsea, it will be a Leicester Man City final. And the last time we were in the final, guess where it was? One of those that we lost was 1969 against
us.
Yes.
There you go. So who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen? There we go. We will see.
Yeah,
we will see what happens. But yeah, another great, it's been great form for you guys this season. Obviously the disappointment in Europe, but it's a learning curve. Some of those players haven't played in Europe before, and after time they'll get used to it, and hopefully next season you'll be in a Champions League place, and you'll be getting used to a bit of Champions League football with this team, which I think is good for that team, isn't it? Because it's quite newly adapted with Rodgers. He's managed to get it into sort of a place where he can get it, and he's got his team now. If you get what I mean there.
Yeah, he's kind of took the jigsaw pieces of what Claude Puel kind of put together, but didn't quite form that picture. And Brendan's put it together, and it's working really well now. Claude Puel did really well getting us out of that almost guaranteed 4-4-2 counterattack. Yeah. He kind of did really well with adapting that play into a possession based. But unfortunately, he didn't have enough attack. I don't know what went wrong with Claude Puel when he was here, but for some reason, all our balls went sideways. Vardy weren't scoring, and I think it was time to try someone else. And the management at the time, Mr. Vashai and his son Iowat decided to bring in Brendan Rodgers. So yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously moving on to the game tomorrow, not tomorrow, wishing it too quickly.
No, it's Good Friday tomorrow. It's bank holiday.
It's Saturday. Saturday.
Making me think.
Yeah, me as well. It's what happens when you're working. You know how it is.
No, mate, honestly, it's non-stop. I know you were off air. We're both saying we've both been working through this pandemic. I tell you what, I'm absolutely knackered. I'm not going to lie. I'm absolutely knackered. Everyone's ordering stuff on their old devices. Buy, online, check, buy, purchase, click, check out, click, buy. Next day delivery, please. Click. What idiots are carrying it?
You.
Yes.
Well, you're not an idiot, Lee, but there we go. You're the one carrying it.
Yeah.
So moving on to Saturday's game. What are you thinking about? What do you think? Have you got a big chance after the last game you played against us, which I'm sure you'll bring up at some point?
Yeah, it's a surprising win against you boys. We might as well just dig deep into it now. I got the team that we beat you 5-2 with.
Yeah, I'll just get you in there.
I'm not quite sure how we beat you 5-2 with that team. Mendy's not our number one holding role. Ndidi is. Ndidi was out injured. I think he might have been on the bench. No, he wasn't on the bench. And then we had like Dennis Pratt on the right instead. It was just really, really weird. Daniel Amate at centre back with Johnny Evans and Sunchu. I just didn't quite understand. And Justin only just really started coming into his own.
Yeah.
At that point, it was a weird result, I thought, and a strange result.
Yeah, it definitely was, wasn't it? And obviously, you look at that team, and then you've got the likes of Maddison who came on and scored a very, very good goal too. So and I don't know, but isn't Castagna like a midfielder as well? Is he not?
Castagna is technically a right back according to the Belgium international side, but he can play left back, and he has. You're right. He has played on that right mid before, as well. But he's really a wing back, so to speak. But I mean, if you look at this side right now, we've got no James Justin. He's tore his ACL, so he's going to be out till around November. So he drops out. Harvey Barnes is still out. He's about 4 weeks into his surgery, so we ain't going to see Harvey Barnes. So he drops out.
Yeah.
Right. You're not going to play Mendy. You're going to play Ndidi. So we'll take Mendy out and we'll put Ndidi in. Ndidi number 25. Where is my man, Wilfred? The best CDM in the league.
I'll let you have that one.
You're going to play Dennis. You're going to play Tielemans next to him.
Yeah.
You're not going to play Amate because he made me chew a teabag on the last stream, which wasn't great.
There we go. I remember watching that. That was brilliant. That cheered up my evening after getting smashed by you like that. That's for sure.
I know. I stupidly enough, I said if Amate scores, I'll chew a teabag. 15 minutes later he scores. There was no chance in a blue moon that he was going to score. I have no idea how that happened. So that leaves you with the squad that we kind of have. Nacho is been on fire.
Yeah, hasn't he?
He's gonna play against you boys, I think. So you put him there, and then you're gonna have probably the likes of James Maddison sitting, in front of those two, behind those two, and then it's a question of Ricardo Pereira. Is he fit because he's been out? According to the press earlier, that he is fit, so he probably will be put in the right, which means who goes left? I'm thinking either Fuchs or Luke Thomas.
Okay, right.
I would go Luke Thomas because he's younger. I think Christian Fuchs' legs are gone.
Yeah, it's one of those ways that if you're playing in the Carabao or the FA Cup early rounds,
yeah. And then you've got the likes of Michael Brighton, which is a staple in that Leicester side, although very underrated. He'll either go left or right. Yeah, probably left, and then maybe Perez on the right because Kenge's under is out.
Right,
the guy we brought in from AS Roma. Yeah, so that kind of looks like how I would probably line it up. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'd say that is probably because you've obviously still got a few injury concerns, haven't you?
We've got quite a fair few.
That is probably your strongest possible squad right now, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
I'd say that is probably your strongest squad, and we
haven't got a lot.
No. So I'll just exit that, and we'll get back into me and you there. So. Are you liking this two up front sort of thing with Vardy and Iheanacho? Is it brought? It looks to me that you like Scott. You look more attacking. If you get what I mean. You look more like a threat to goal. With Maddison, Iheanacho, Vardy all linking up. Can you see an improvement?
Yeah. That's the thing because Vardy's lost his form.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Exactly.
So what Brendan does is he goes, right, okay, Nacho, you've got to step up. Here's your chance. There was 12 players on there. I didn't mean to put 4 at the back. I meant to put 3. I meant to put 3 centre-backs. But it don't matter. It don't matter. We did it on the spin. I did that on the spin. I'm just giving you an example of what we've got. We haven't got a lot.
That wasn't planned, by the way. That was pretty impressive that he'd done all that.
Yeah, I know, but you always get called out for your mistakes, not your positives. That's the world of online social media and YouTube, mate.
It is. Well, I was impressed with it, Lee. So there we go. That's what matters.
Night, mate. Good night, kiddo.
My son going back. No worries. He's got his appearance on Man City Fan TV. Yeah. So I see what you mean. With Vardy, he's quite involved in the build-up play, isn't he? The goal against United where Tielemans ran through.
Yeah.
He sort of made that goal, didn't he?
Signs of a good striker. Aguero, for example, hadn't scored for quite a long time. Yes, he's been injured and stuff, but whenever he does play, he still gets involved. He might get slated for not scoring over a long period of time, but that's the fans that don't support Man City. If you support Man City, you know exactly what Aguero can bring. That's exactly how I am with Vardy. Yes, he's not scored. Yes, I will take the banter from other fans, but I watch him for 90 minutes. You don't.
No.
I know what he can bring. He can bring that speed down the channel and bring out a defender out of the way, which opens space up for someone else. Off the ball, Jamie Vardy's a master at that as well. Just by running in a different direction and making defenders go, oh shit, I've got to go this way.
Yeah.
So there's plenty that Jamie Vardy has got without actually scoring. And he's got getting assists anyway, so it don't matter.
Exactly. And it's the thing like with Jesus, with us, a lot of people looking on like, Jesus, he doesn't do a lot, but what you see, he comes back, he helps out, he can push on the wing, De Bruyne comes in, Foden comes in, and it's like, if they're not playing, they know how to play. Yeah. And
he's got a little engine, he has.
Yeah,
Jesus. He has. A very underrated player.
Yeah, he's a good one, and it's interesting to hear that, because a lot of opposition fans, of the big clubs, and like I was saying to you off air, you are a big club now, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. He's still shocked. He's still pinching himself at that one, but yeah.
There's a tongue-in-cheek comment at the bottom, which is quite funny. Chris Baker, Vardy is an ugly bugger though. Imagine looking like it. That is clever. I like that. That's a clever
good one.
Comment.
Yeah, Chris comes out with the jokes on the channel, that's for sure. As you could probably imagine.
Off topic, Tom. Yeah. What's your go-to celebrations? If you've got your tin of celebrations, your sweets, what's your go-to one? You have to go for one. What is it going to be? I've got one in my hand. If you're matching, then you're elite. If it's wrong, then I'm sorry, but Leicester are going to win at the weekend.
Snickers.
Twix.
Oh, there you go. It was a good game.
Someone's come in with the MRT comment as well, so they know.
Yeah, MRT, they know. Marlon Daly knows it there. He likes it, honestly. But yeah, that's brilliant. But yeah, Snickers are my favourite there, Lee. Snickers are my favourite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like all that sort of peanut butter and all that. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. As you get to probably know if you've watched any, if you haven't, but we do a thing at the end of the show every week where they ask me questions and it's random ones like, "What's your favourite pie filling?" and all this sort of stuff. It's brilliant just to have a little off-topic conversation sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because the subscribers get to know you a bit more as well.
Exactly. Now they know you like Twixes and peanut butter, so there you go.
Exactly. Do you do pineapple on pizza though? That's the question.
No.
Good lad.
No, never. I never have it. It's never sits right. Never sits right.
Good. I'm with you, mate.
Yeah.
Right. I know who I'm talking to now. See, I'm talking to a realist now.
Yeah. Exactly. Here we go. That's what it's about. Realist. That's what it's about on this show, Lee. On this show, it's about that.
Facts. Speaking facts now.
It is speaking facts. We don't do if, buts, or maybes. We
no.
Absolutes. Dear. But yeah, looking at our team, we've got for the first time. I think it was obviously before the international break. We had every single player back after Nathan Ake successfully came back into the squad. I wondered what you were thinking, is there any certain players that you're worried about in particular? Obviously, we know that Gundogan and Foden are shining at the moment, but yeah, I wonder if there was anybody, that you're fearing.
Yeah, all of them.
Fair
top
enough.
of the league, in form, smashing everyone. It's not going to be an easy game. We're not the greatest at home.
No.
Our form at home isn't as great as it is away. You only need to have a look at some of the results. We've lost to Fulham, we've lost to Villa, we've lost to Everton, we've lost to West Ham. If we'd have won those 4 games, that's 3, 6, 9, 12 more points. Where does that put us in the table if we won those home games?
Above us, I think, doesn't it? Or near enough.
On 68 points.
Oh, so you'd be a little bit just behind us.
So it would be a win behind you, which includes Saturday playing you, would be equal. There you go.
Plus you have another game in hand on us because we've obviously played the 30th game, didn't we, against before the international, so it fits with everything else that we have to do. So it'd be exactly. So next season possibly improve your home record and obviously keep the away record, and you could be looking to be in another title race.
Just it is what it is. Unfortunately, there's no 12th man, and Leicester is that team. I think we rely on that 12th man at the King Power Stadium.
Definitely,
because King Power is always full. That's not a joke, by the way. To you guys.
No.
But we only hold 33,000. So I don't know if we could fill 42. I have no idea. I really don't know the math, but
no.
But there is plans on a stadium expansion soon. It's all done through the council and whatnot. It's all agreed. We've been looking at doing it for a while, so we'll soon see if we can fill out 42,000. I can imagine so, but
yeah, exactly. So that would be good for you guys, a little bit bigger. I've never been to the King Power actually. It's one of the grounds that I hadn't actually been able to get to, even though we've played you in the Carabao Cup about 15 times in a row. I still haven't been able to go. But from what I hear, it's good atmosphere once it's full. When it's full,
man. Not now, but
not now.
But it was. Yeah, it's always been a decent atmosphere. Leicester fans are a local rowdy lot, really.
Yeah.
But harmless at the same time. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, exactly. Just passionate for the club, which is what you want. It's what you want.
Because the club's passionate about us.
Exactly. That's what you want, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want.
Best owners in the world, I swear, bar none.
Yeah. Well, they definitely are one of the best owners, 100%. We've got Chris in the comments saying that King Power is a great away game. I think he went last season, not last season. It'll have been the season before, maybe. So
for that tongue-in-cheek comment earlier, he's either going to get he's chatting shit and he's going to get banged, or I'll buy him a beer. It's one or the other.
All right. Well, because I don't have pineapple on pizza. If I get down to the King Power next season, can I have a beer with you? Is that all right?
Yeah, of course. It'd be good to meet some of you boys anyway.
Good. Definitely. So, have you got any questions for me before we let you go?
Who are you fearing from the Leicester side currently?
This is as much as I used to love the man, Kelechi. I am very nervous about him because every time he's played against us, he's not played well. But I think he's in a form now where he could possibly come and, do something. And also, I think Maddison's a very good player too. I have always admired him as a player. I think he's a great player who brings you guys some brilliant football, from that midfield, especially when he has Harvey Barnes with him as well. He's brilliant. But obviously, we're quite lucky that Harvey Barnes isn't playing tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I keep saying tomorrow. Just excuse me in the chat.
It does feel like tomorrow for some reason. I don't know why.
I think it's because at work there's only 2 of us going in tomorrow. And everybody else is finishing, so it feels like it's Friday. It's confusing, I know, but
yeah.
But yeah, I am. I'm fearing them, and Tielemans. He's also he can just do the surges of pace through the middle. I'd like to see. Realistically, we haven't come up against any really big sides defensively, and the time that we have done, United, and the sort of picked out a few problems. So it'd be interesting to see how we cope with some good players tomorrow. I'm having a nightmare with that. Never mind the Jamie Vardy lookalike. It's how many pounds do I have to put in the pot for, say, tomorrow? Honestly. But yeah, I'm just going to stay at the game now.
What about score predictions? It's very difficult to get your lineups because of the international break. You don't really know who's going to get picked. It's been, the momentum of some of the players' form can be dropped, and it's tough to kind of guess of score predictions. But what would you go with? A gut instinct.
Gut instinct. I reckon if we can control the game and sort of keep grips of that pace and that attack that you bring sort of in the first 20 minutes, which we saw happened against us at our place. I reckon we can sort of maybe, a nice 2-0 away win. It'd be good, if we can keep the clean sheet, if we can, put out a good squad after the international break, I'd be happy with a 2-0 or just a City win in general, to be honest. Just keep the winning going, as much as you won't want to hear that, Lee. But yeah, I hope we get the win.
I think it's going to be a draw. I think Leicester are going to score some goals. I think Man City are going to score. I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-2, I think. But that's based on just gut instinct at the minute. Let's just see what players are fit and stuff, because I'm sure we're going to find out more tomorrow, because there's another full day yet before we find out, So I'm going to go 2-2. But yes, Chris, I am in Leicester. In Leicester. I am in Leicester. And I will have a beer with you if you ever want to meet me at the King Power. I am a season ticket holder, so yes, I do go down.
There you go. Same if you come up to us, Lee. I'm a season ticket holder, so we'll happily invite you for a beer when you're up here too.
I'm trying to think the last time I went to the Etihad. I think it was the Football Blog Awards, Content Awards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, won the it was the best individual piece, the last award at the night. I was live outside the King Power for about 6 hours filming when the helicopter went down. The next day, I was reporting it on Leicester Fan TV for about 6 hours.
Wow.
I was just trying to get a bit of a Leicester take on it, because all the national press were covering it. But they all put their own agendas and stuff in it. I just wanted to get it from a fan, and for fans that can't get to the ground and stuff. And they all follow Leicester Fan TV, which is what I was originally doing. Yeah. So I won the piece for that.
Yeah, so brilliant piece to get, doing that after such a sad time as well for the club, to be bringing that to the fans, I reckon that was, it's a good thing to do, isn't it? Definitely. We've got a few score predictions here before we let you go. We need payback, so 10-0.
Well, no, hang on, that would be 10-4, right?
There you go.
At least get some goals.
Exactly. Yeah, let him have a few. We got 2-0 City. City Chippy, also known as my dad, in the comments.
Hello, Dad.
He's happy with a draw. So there you go. He's the same with you there, Lee. So he's happy with a draw.
Yeah, I'd be happy with a draw. Are you going to win the league, regardless? There's no way you can't not win it, surely. Yeah,
I know. I'm one of these. It's never over till it's over. But I'm confident. It's
surely
one of them.
If Leicester beat you on Saturday, because the game is on Saturday, not tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you for
that. If Leicester do beat you, you're still going to win it, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think that we can possibly mess it up now. I think he's got a mindset of taking it every game at a time. So I think, how we bounced back from that United defeat just showed, to go straight into obviously the Champions League and stuff, they went into there and did what they needed to do. So yeah, I think we should be okay. We've got a Legend Suite with a super chat. So thank you for that. And he's saying Man City 5, Leicester 0, revenge. So it seems like everybody's going for revenge here, Lee. But yeah, we will see what happens. So that that sort of brings us to the end of your time. So I want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. You're the first guest on the TNT live show. So that's also
awesome.
very nice. Couldn't have thought of a better person to do it because I admire you and what you do over on your YouTube channel. I think it's great, mate. So yeah, thank you for coming on. No worries. So if you just want to let everybody know whereabouts you'll be, if they want a Leicester fan's perspective after the game.
If you are beating us about 5-0, hop over to my channel and give me some banter over on Lee Chappy on YouTube. Just type Lee Chappy and you'll find me. The link is in the description of the video, I believe already, Tom.
Yep, it certainly is.
And I'll speak to you hopefully on Saturday if we turn you over again.
Yeah. Who knows? Well, I followed you on Instagram earlier on because I actually hadn't followed you on there. So I followed you on there now. So you could give us a message on there and you can have a little wind up. But yeah, thank you for coming on, Lee. So yeah, guys, make sure you check out Lee's YouTube channel because it is really good. So yeah, thank you, Lee, for coming on and look after yourself. Take care. Thank you, Lee. Bye, mate. So that was Lee Chappy from Leicester. He's a Leicester fan, and there you go. So that was the first guest on the TNT Live. If Lee's obviously gone now, but there you go. Thanks, Lee. Been great watching, mate. Thank you, Lee. Good luck getting second place, buddy. Yeah, exactly. See you, Lee. So everybody's happy with Lee there. So fingers crossed, maybe, next time we play Leicester, we might have him on again. But yeah, moving on to the TNT Live. We've done that. Now we're going on to a little bit of a talk between you guys. So if I've missed some of your comments, I do apologise. We only had Lee for 25 minutes, which is why I wanted to sort of get, the conversation with me and him flowing. So if you did ask me any questions at all, because it is a Q&A from now to the end of the show, get him in now and we can answer him. So it's me and you guys. I hope everybody's well who weren't in the chat. So that's why I sort of did a quick introduction, just so I could get, the most out of Lee whilst we had him on. So I hope everybody is okay. And we will start the TNT show as we usually do. So, but yeah, Andy sent me a thing. I'll start off with this whilst we've got everybody in. Andy sent me a thing earlier. And it's quite funny, actually. So get ready. If you're on your phone, screenshot this, everyone. All right. This is the stats for the people who are in the 10-mile radius. Right. This is the so a 10-mile radius. 1 second. I'm just going to remove that so you can see it. We'll remove that ticker. There you go. So a recent survey of the top 6 Premier League teams showed that Manchester City are the team with the highest level of season card holders with a 10-mile radius of their own stadium. #loyal. So there's us on 89%, Tottenham on 85%, Chelsea on 71%, Arsenal on 52%, Liverpool on 39%, and Man United on 31%. So if you look at that, the so-called We Have Local Fans FC, Liverpool, and We Have Local Fans FC, Man United, as you can see there, they're none to be seen close by at all, is there? But yeah, we're at the top there. So, just under, 11% of our fans are in within a 10-mile radius, which probably includes me in that, because obviously from being from Yorkshire, we're not 10 miles away, but we're close. We are close. But yeah, as you can probably hear the squeaky seat. But yeah, there you go. So what everybody's saying, we have one of the most fans in the Premier League and rival fans. So we have no fans. No, exactly. We have no fans. It's how it is, isn't it? Unfortunately, typical of other sides criticising us. Outside town is outside a 10-mile radius. United would be top with Manchester Airport and London train station packed. They would if they were focusing it on modes of transport. Charlie, definitely would be, wouldn't they? They definitely would be. But yeah, there you go. There's just a little stat that Andy sort of sent me in earlier, so I thought I'd definitely bring that up. That's for sure. So the Leicester game in general, guys. I wonder what you guys are thinking city-wise. Teams. I think there was a few teams a little bit further up. Let's have a look. We've got Edison, Cancelo, Diaz, Stones, Zinchenko, Rodri, KDB, Gundogan, Foden, Sterling, Bernardo, and Mahrez. Yeah, strong squad. I can see it being good. #loyal, definitely. It's not easy to build houses around the swamp. No, it's not, Chris. You really make a good point. When you've got a swamp there, it's difficult to build the building conditions and obviously the planning permission to be on such a shocking bit of ground as well. It's difficult to obviously build stuff on there. But yeah, have you guys got any questions for me? That's what we want. We want some questions because it's not a TNT live without a few questions and a Q&A. And then we might touch on England a little bit at the end and how far you think after watching those 3 games we might go. I'm we'll see what you guys think. Big problem, Oliver on VAR. Oh, bloody hell. But yeah, I want to see what you guys are thinking. MCFC Dublin Ireland. FC Manchester Manchester more than most United fans. Exactly. Exactly. There you go. People in Dublin have been more, who are City fans have been more than United fans. There you go. Tom, what are you singing tonight? Singing us tonight? I don't know. We'll have to make it. We'll have to think about that, won't we? We've got it's Easter this weekend. Let's have a look. Obviously the Q&A is definitely where we're going with this tonight, because there's obviously quite a lot of big subjects that have gone on this week involving City and involving other players. So we'll see what you guys are saying. But we'll see, and obviously any other questions. It's Easter. It's Easter this weekend. What do you like to get for Easter, and what's your favourite chocolate? I don't mind a cream egg every now and again, some mini eggs. Although giant strawberries are also quality. I know it's a random one, but for various reasons, giant strawberries have suddenly become my favourite sweet. I do like a giant strawberry. But for Easter, chocolate, any chocolate will do. I don't mind a bit of dark chocolate, to be honest. But yeah, there you go. We've got Charlie Everett saying, what are your thoughts on Mino Raiola travelling around every club that are interested in Haaland, mate? He's coming to England in a few weeks to discuss with the 4 Premier League clubs. I think it's good, I think it's good that he's going to every single club. I think that's a good way to sort of lead your client or your player. You're wanting to look for the best place. So hopefully the City boys, when they come over to see us, we can put the best possible contract offer over. We can put the best possible deal, what his play time will be, add-ons, bonuses for them. Hopefully we can show the best and, proper go for it. We will properly go for it. So fingers crossed we can do that, because it's important that we put our point across, because we want him badly. We want him badly more than most clubs, We've obviously Kun sadly announcing he's leaving, which obviously will bring me on to Chris's question. But yeah, we have to get a big striker in. There's no doubt about that. So I see it as, if he costs 150 million, go for it. That'll fully cover the costs over the years of the amount of important titles he can lead us to, with the goals that he can score and, the goals that he can get. He's already about 4 goals behind, the record in a Champions League, and he's only 20. So it just shows you. Chris is saying, Tom, how do you feel about Sergio leaving? Now, I must say, when the announcement did come, I was absolutely gutted. I was actually on the phone at the time, and my phone vibrated, so I looked, and it popped down, and it says, a memorable time with Sergio Aguero. And I just started, my heart dropped. I was like, oh, he's leaving. But the thing is with that, maybe it is time to move on now. He's stayed 10 years. He's got no more of his contract on. So it's not like he's leaving early. He's leaving at the end of his contract. He's done 10 years and he's done the best he can for us. And, without damaging his legacy, maybe next season he could be niggled with a few more injuries, and maybe he doesn't want it to be remembered for going out on a little bit of a downside with the injuries. So I think it is probably a right time to go. And with how the transfer window's hotting up, with the amount of strikers that are probably going to be for sale this summer, Haaland, the likes of Kane, maybe, all these sort of ones, all these sort of strikers, it was probably the best decision possible. That's for sure. It's probably the best decision possible. But yeah, disappointing, heartbroken, because he is the City legend. He is one of the best all-time players in the Premier League to ever play in the Premier League. So yeah, I was very upset, but probably the best decision. What part of Dublin go over regularly so the kids see their family? There they go. We will worry more about Dort game than this, Tom. Yeah, I think we probably will. That's important for us. It is. SOS2907 says, Tom, who do you want to replace Sergio? Who do you think we'll get? I want Haaland. I want Haaland, and I think we will get Haaland. I reckon I'm confident in the club this season. I'm confident in this season. But I reckon we can get him. I really do. If we just, it's one of them. If we just, be proud, go in, show them what we can show, get the money on the table, the contract on the table, be as open as we can, no stuttering, and just be confident from the minute to get this deal done. We'll be fine. So I reckon he'll come. If we put out the best possible contract, I reckon we will get him. So fingers crossed we can do anyway. Chris doesn't agree with that. Yeah, to be fair, it's every game at a time sort of motto at the moment, isn't it? That's what's taking them through it. You've got Gundogan, Bernardo, Ruben Dias has come out, Johnny's come out. The majority of the players have come out, even Rodri the other week as well. Gundogan in his press conference for Germany, they're saying, let's take it step by step, game by game, and we will get there. We will cross the line and we will win as many trophies as we can. If we're outclassed on the pitch on the day, we're outclassed, but you've given your best shot. So there you go. Thank you for the question, mate. Charlie said, and they said they aren't willing to let Haaland go this summer with not letting him go less than 50 million. Exactly. So we need to just show it. And if it does get too ridiculous, then we probably will have to back out. But I reckon we should keep fighting until it's physically impossible. And we've got the money to do so. Haaland should be our main priority for the summer transfer window more than anything else. Exactly, Sean. You have to look at it all. It is massive. It's massive. We have to go all out. I don't even think he'll go for 150. I reckon he'll probably go for a little bit more. But if we keep fighting and put the best contract out on the table, the best deal, the best for his family, the best for his agent, even though Pep doesn't like him, that's where we'll rise, and we'll hopefully come out on the good side, and he'll be a blue by next summer. Not next summer. Next season. Do you think Haaland is worth 150 million? In this day and age, definitely. If you've got the likes of, let me think of a player, Roberto Firmino, I think there was rumours, 110 million, and, different players, Haaland is worth that 100%. He's such a good player. So definitely. But if we don't get a striker and no one buys Haaland, I'd happily get him next summer, as he would be cheaper. Without Sergio, we have been okay, and our top scorers. Yeah, exactly. But I think he will go this season. There's no doubt about that. I think he wants out. I think he wants to obviously get on with his career now, settle into a club and be there. I think the next club he goes to will probably be his last club. I reckon it'll be a bit like Sergio, starting at a pretty decent club in like Atletico Madrid, then going to a big club for staying for 10 odd years for the majority of your career, winning titles. So whoever gets Haaland has got him for at least 10 years, that's for sure. Bearing in mind him being 20, I can see him get maybe 12 years or something. So yeah, there's lots of possibilities. There is. There's no way anyone will pay 300 million for Haaland. I don't think he'll go that far, guys. Mbappe would be a dream, best player in the world, in my opinion. Oh, definitely, Chris. Mbappe's the man, isn't he? If you could get Mbappe, happy days, because you can play on the wing and up front. His pace is unreal. His ability in front of goals unreal. You just have to look at his goal scoring stats. They're absolutely unreal. Whether it's in Liga and the French competition, the FA Cup, the French FA Cup, as I like to call it. They've got lots of potential. He's got lots. He's class. He is class. But yeah, we'll see. I'd love to see either of them come, Haaland or Mbappe. That's for sure. Do you think there's anything in the Grealish rumours? Who knows? They are quite strong. They're not going away. These aren't new rumours. These have been rumours from all sorts of media platforms, from the Daily Mail to the MEN to, all of them. BBC have even rumoured on it. Sky Sports have talked a little bit about it. So who knows what's going to happen with Jack Grealish? I wouldn't mind him. I think he's a good player, but do we need him is the other thing. You've got a lot of players, Foden, Bernardo, Sterling, Mahrez, wingers. And then in the midfield, you've got Gundogan, Rodri. You've got, you wouldn't go that defensive, so you're probably looking at, your likes of Kevin also as well. You've got these players who are there, and do we really need him? It'd be a brilliant signing because he's a great player, but do we need him? I don't think we do. Tom, where do you think Aguero will go? I think Barcelona with Messi. No Messi for City, which is disappointing. Yeah, Dad, I do agree. I think one of the only reasons Messi would have come is if Sergio had stayed. Obviously, the fact they'd be managed by Pep and he's with all the Barcelona board is also important to him. But another factor was his best mate. He's part of his family. Sergio being at the club to guide him around the city and make him feel at home. but he's coming over with nobody over here that he really knows other than Pep and the guys. So yeah, I don't think sadly he'll come to us. I reckon it might be Sergio to Barcelona, which if it does for Serge, that'd be brilliant news for him, you know, finishing on another mighty club. It just shows. There's rumours about him going to Arsenal and stuff. I've been seeing pictures in him in an Arsenal shirt, and I've just wanted to throw my phone out of the window because if it did go to if he did play in Reddit, it'd make me feel a bit sick. I don't mind Barcelona because we'll deal with that because they're a good side, but Arsenal, God, if he went to another English club, it's not just Arsenal, by the way. If he went to Chelsea, Spurs, anywhere, any English club, I'd be gutted. Chris Baker saying, would you swap Haaland for Cancelo? That is a very tough question. And the answer is yes, I would. Yes, I would. It's a no-brainer. As much as I love Joao, if we can get Haaland for Cancelo, because Cancelo is world-class, isn't he, guys, as you know. I'd definitely take that. I would definitely take that, 100%. I got the watering can, fellas. But yeah, I'd definitely take that. I'm not that much in love with him, even though But there might be some people that be concerned that I like Cancelo quite a lot. But yeah, we'll see. Dale Brennan, if we wait, we could lose him. But if we get him, make sure it's at least 6-year contract. Exactly, Dale. Exactly. That's what we're saying. You know, if we wait, there's a possibility of, you know, how much do you want him if you're going to wait till he's cheaper? Is that how much you really think of our player? And all this sort of stuff can be brought up into negotiations. You know, that's what it's about. You know, if you pay the price, it shows that you want the player, and that's when the player's happy, the manager's happy. You know, the club's happy, both clubs happy because one of them's getting the money and one of them's getting the player they want, you know. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens with it. We will see. Why not give Delap a go? It's a possibility of one of the strikers that we could probably use in the cup competitions. Absolutely, definitely. But, you know, it's one of them. Can we actually see him coming in and making a massive impact straight away? I sadly think not. But we will see. We will see what happens with that. But I definitely think he will get will get some more goals next season, more points, more run-outs. Chris is shocked that I've said that. I'd rather I'd sell Cancelo for Haaland. It's a no-brainer, Chris, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. Not expected to get Haaland. He will go to another club this season due to contract clause next season. I hope not, Lee. I hope you're wrong there, but who knows, mate? Who knows? Sean's saying, I think we need Haaland because the false 9 will be found out sooner or later. It definitely will. It definitely will. Everything gets found out sooner or later. He thinks he'll go home. Hopefully to us. Agrees, Sean. We do need a forward as teams will find us out. Definitely will. Hey, Chris, what? Don't go and tell us. Wow, for goodness sake. You know, I didn't mean it. I love the guy, but when Haaland's involved, he'd understand. But don't go and tell him. You know we have a good bond. Chris is also saying, I think it's more important for Messi to work for Pep than play with Kun. Not that I want him anyway. No, exactly. You know, there's a lot of people now thinking, you know, he's probably coming to disrupt the contracts, but you know, the contract scheme that we have, the play in general. You know, we'll just see what happens. We will. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Hungry Blues said, don't think we'll get Kane or Haaland. Think it will be someone who can be moulded into the team like the other players we have brought. Yeah, who knows? We will see what happens with that. You know, me and my dad were having this conversation the other day. He thinks we might go for someone like, Lautaro Martinez or, you know, Joao Felix or someone like that. You know, someone who's not as popular who we can mould into one of the top players of the world. You know, maybe they might go down that policy again and not go for someone big because, you know, it's one of them. So got his shot. Good point, Chris. We've got thoughts on the fixtures this month. Leicester, 2 quarterfinals versus Dortmund. We've got Leeds, the FA Cup semi against Chelsea. Villa, the League Cup final versus Spurs. The first leg in the semi, and in the UEFA Champions League if we get there. Tough, very tough. But like I said, to be the best, you have to beat the best. We know if you were on last week, you will know that I was discussing that. We had a low numbers last week. I think we got a maximum of about 22 on last week. But yeah. But you know what I was saying last week about that. You have to beat the best to be the best, and it's important that you go out and you play with the same mindset throughout the games. Every 90 minutes is a step closer to you winning another bit of silverware, no matter what. Every goal is another goal close to that win at the end of the 90 minutes, whether it's 3 points, the next round of a cup, or a semi or a final. They're treating every game as a final. Every game comes as that game. They don't think about games in advance. It's that game and nothing else. Because if you don't win that game, you possibly won't get to the next game, which is why I think, I'm confident. I am. I'm not cocky. I don't think we'll smash teams, but I reckon we will do well this month. But it is a very, very tough month. You've got 2 quarterfinals. You've got another semi-final. You've got a final, and then you've obviously got the run to the league title too, which obviously can be sealed. Fingers crossed. This month, April could be the time. Here we go. We've got everybody saying they're texting Joao. There we go. Joao's not going to be happy. He's probably flying home from being on Portugal international duty since he's a professional footballer, so he might not pick up your text. He might be in the air. So hopefully he's on airplane mode so I can, send him a message to explain. Tom, what time is kickoff tomorrow? So my dad's taking the mick out of me because I kept saying the game's tomorrow when I was on with Lee. But yeah, is Joao fuming? Oh, so he's back in the country then. Oh dear. Please don't give me any more updates of what he said, Chris, because I might have to leave the stream early. I'm that upset. Joao saw my message one day. I wonder if he'll see this one. You better not tell him. Oh, dear. Very tough month ahead. We'll need a bit of luck along the way. Oh, definitely. Every team gets a bit of luck along the way, whether it's deflected goal, an own goal, a good a penalty, a once in a lifetime shot from a player. Who knows? Let's have a look. Charlie Everett saying Joao Felix we will become a Wolves 2.0. Because we're getting the Portugal players, Diaz, Cancelo, all these guys that, Bernardo. Then if you get Joao in, another Joao. There's only one Joao, though. I can't be calling him Joao. He'll be Felix. We've got City Chippy saying Felix would be a great sign. It certainly would. What is your favourite stadium you've been to and you can't use any top flight league? Okay, all right. Good answer, Sean. I'd say Hillsborough, Sheffield Wednesday's ground. The last away game I went to before COVID came and ruined the away days for everyone and ruined football in general. Hillsborough, it's just a brilliant, notorious ground. I really enjoyed going there. We obviously got the win, Sergio with the 1-0. But yeah, it was just a really nice ground, a classic old ground. Sheffield Wednesday, a great club. It was nice to, go to a ground like that. 100%, a brilliant ground, Hillsborough. And my dad's agreeing with me there. My dad's agreeing. Hillsborough's the one for me and him anyway. We think it's a brilliant ground. We had a really good time when we went there. We went with my mates who are Sheffield Wednesday fans, and it's a good ground. I really do enjoy it, and hopefully we can go back there at some point soon. Whether it's Hillsborough or any bloody place, as long as I can get back into a ground before the end of 2021, I will be very happy. That's for sure. I can tell you that. We know that he's seen your message. Joao is back in training today alongside his Portuguese teammates Diaz and Bernardo. Good news. Good that they're all back safe and back in training. I hadn't actually had a look at my phone really on the City stuff. Really, been quite busy with work and stuff today. So, but yeah, 2 Joaos. I'd keep mixing them up. There's only one Joao, Charlie. You know how it is. So we've got Boundary Park there. We've got Chris is saying Hillsborough is a good one. It certainly is. It certainly is a good one. But yeah, there's a lot of grounds you could say. There's some really nice grounds. Some of the older grounds. Boundary Park is a good one, Charlie, definitely. There's a lot of grounds that a lot of people will say. Some people aren't fortunate enough to go to top flight ones. But yeah, it is. We've got Charlie saying, are you busy with all the newborn animals as it's this time of year, mate? No, because this is the thing. It's been portrayed that I am a farmer because I'm from Yorkshire and I drive a tractor. Because you saw the tractors in my Christmas video that I did in the background at work. I actually don't work on a farm. I work at a golf club, everyone. I work at a golf club as a greenkeeper. But we do have tractors, obviously, transport stuff around. So it's been busy in a different way, Charlie, mate. But I do know, answering the animal question, I do know, fellas, my mate Edward and Morgan, they're farmers themselves. Well, they work on farms, and they are packed at the moment. They are packed, so maybe we could get Edward and Morgan on for 10 minutes at some point to let you know how cattle and lambing time's going on. Everybody's laughing. I thought you were a farmer, mate. No, I'm not a farmer. I wear a flat cap and that, but yeah, I'm not a farmer. But I do a little bit of farming on my college course, so that's the closest I got to farming. But yeah, Morgan and Edward, I'm sure they'll watch at some point. They might come on and give you a little bit of information on farming, maybe one time. Who knows? Might change it up a little bit and turn it into a Yorkshire Day. I heard it was a combine harvester. Blue Heart's on. Hi, Tom. Good job, buddy. Hope you're well, Blue Heart, mate. I haven't seen you on here for a while, so I hope you're well, mate. Good to see you on. Chris is saying, Joao is currently using his wedges on your greens, Tom. It better not be. It better not be. Oh, it better not be. Luckily, it's bank holiday over this weekend, and I'm doing bunkers, so I'll be going anywhere near the greens. So, Scott, the Man United fan, as you are all very aware of, he will be having to deal with Joao's anger. So this week on the farm, that's exactly what we could call it. TNT special episode this week on the farm. Hey, Blue Hearts, Chris saying he's happy. Worst away grounds, Tom. Mine is Middlesbrough Ayrsham Park. There you go. So he's obviously don't like the Middlesbrough ground, my dad. Who knows, really? Dodgy. Worst grounds. Liverpool's dodgy. Obviously for serious reasons. Not that the fact that they're from Liverpool, just that it's not a very good view from, it's not a good view there. I don't know, really. I've not had any bad experiences really at grounds, but yeah, if I had to say one, probably one of the Middlesbrough. I'll probably go with you, Dad. To say Middlesbrough. I'll go with you on that one. Do you cut grass? Yes, I do. I do cut the grass. I cut the grass. There's certain people, I'm not going to name the person in particular, but I know they'll be watching, who finds me talking about my job very boring. Very, very boring. But they know who they are. But yeah, I do cut grass. They'll be watching and be finding this really boring now. But yeah, I do cut grass. We do drainage on the green, so digging it out, putting pipes in, gravel, sand, turfing it all back up. I put stuff in bunkers. We re-sand them. We dig them all out. We put new stuff in. We're mowing all the greens, all the fairways. Everything. It's busy time at the moment. It really is. It really is a busy time, and it's good to get the golfers back on this week, and it's been good to get back to a little bit of normality. Although risking your life to get smashed on the head by a golf ball is back into play. So when I'm on phone calls or something, or my boss rings me and I get smacked on back head at phone call and I don't answer, he knows why. Showing your age, so it says that. Where's Lucy? Lucy was never anything anyway. She's a friend of mine who was watching Man City Fan TV for a while, who, isn't really any. I don't even really speak to her anymore, to be honest. But yeah, she was, all you taking the mick out about a Man City Fan TV and all the girlfriend and all this stuff. Never was anything like that because she has a lad anyway. But yeah, there you go. Lucy's nowhere to be seen anyway. But yeah, there you go. We'll move off from that one. I'd have Sky Sports on in the tractor while doing it. See, we don't have TV. We don't have a TV in there, but we do have radio. I had Radio 1 on today. It was a bit cold today. I was transporting sand up to a bunker, so I was doing a bit of bunker work today. What I might do is I might start putting a few pictures up on my Twitter page. You know where it is, Tom MCFC Hudson, or is it Tom Hudson MCFC? Because that's my Instagram, Tom MCFC Hudson. So check both out, lads. But yeah, I might get a few pictures up and give you a little bit of an update every now and again, so you can see what it's like at work with Tom. There you go. We might do that. Lucy's watching. Yeah, I doubt she is. But yeah, I might suggest that to the boss, Charlie, see if I can get a mini TV in to watch Sky Sports. West Ham is not a great ground, though. You're about 50 miles away from pitch. Chris Baker's saying Joao is now smashing up the rakes. to be honest, Chris, we need some new rakes so he can bloody smash them up, and then we can get some new ones in. I've smoked a bit of grass in my time. Blue Heart, I'm cun fantastic plus cun incredible plus cun brilliant, but sorry to see he's leaving. What a player, exactly. Charlie, on my phone, Tom. There you go. Oh, on your phone, right? I can do that, Charlie. You're right. I you know what, Mr. Everett. Next week, I will. If I'm in the tractor, I will make sure I put it on my thing and let you know how it goes next Thursday. Because I'll have it on in the cup holder. And as I've got my AirPods in, I can do my work whilst listening to Sky Sports. It's a good idea that. We've got Blue Heart saying hello to Chris. How are you, you legend? We've got Chris Baker saying, good mate. How's you, mate? I saw the picture on your Twitter with the grass. Looks better than the Etihad, mate. Oh, did you see it? Yeah. I retweeted it. That was obviously my boss, Adam. He retweeted the fairway that we mowed. That was the first one. But yeah, it's looking in good shape. There's a lot of stress going on at the moment with the weather on and off. So the grass is growing, then it stops growing, and it's a little bit of a, they're ready to grow. The soil's ready, and then it's just bloody, it goes. But yeah, thank you. Worst away ground outside of the Premier for me, Port Vale, crap view in the 90s, off in the Premier League, Liverpool. Got to be a Kung song tonight. Oh, definitely. It will be. I'll do This Is How It Feels to Be City, This Is How It Feels to Be Small, and then I'll do that. That'll be the one for tonight. We got Charlie saying, yeah, make sure you have a lot of 4G though, you'll run out. See, Charlie, the thing is, mate, this is a trick for you. Use 3G because it's slower, right? But it still plays normally, and you get, double it, really, because it's a slower work. So if you're obviously sending emails and stuff and things like that, but if you put it on when you're watching videos and stuff, or you're watching streams, it means that it doesn't take as much data, believe it or not. So there you go, guys. Sing you sign Phil Jones, we sign Cunawero. Yeah, that's the one that I'm going to sing. Good call, Lee. We've got I'm good, Chris, and looking forward after the international yawn. Sergio. Yeah. So yeah, we will probably finish it up there, guys. We're coming to about an hour now. I'm back in work tomorrow. A nice early start, 6:30. So I will, we're coming up to an hour now. So, it's been a pleasure as always. It's always great to be on. And just obviously before I go, there was sad news earlier on in the week that Claude passed away. Also, he was on Arsenal Fan TV and stuff. So it was really disappointing news, and I was really upset to see that. So rest in peace, Claude. Obviously, I wasn't on the other night to share my condolences, but the guys from Claude and the Bansters as well. So rest in peace, Claude, and condolences to everyone who's his family and everybody who's involved with Claude out in and around Arsenal Fan TV who were before, and obviously the Claude and the Bansters channel. So yeah, rest in peace to you, Claude. So yeah, God bless you, mate. So I just wanted to get my little message in there because I didn't really get a chance to sort of say anything the other night because I was busy with work in the comments. So yeah, so I was sorry to see that news the other day. It really did just strike how social media can really harm someone who's such a down to earth, humble man. So yeah, rest in peace, Claude, definitely. And hopefully Arsenal can get the win for you this weekend, mate. That's for sure. But yeah, I just thought I'd get in before we move on and say our goodbyes and the chants and stuff as we like. But yeah, it was important me to just say that because I didn't get my chance. But yeah, great show as always, Thomas. Hashtag TNT. Hashtag Let's Have It. Hashtag Come On City. You know how it is. Top show, Tom. Gracias, padre. As you know. All the best to Claude's family and friends. Rest in peace, fella. Exactly. Bless him. But I thought I'd just get that in. I didn't want to get it in at the start, but I thought I'd leave it on that. But yeah. Right, guys. Thank you. Great live stream. Don't worry. The song's coming. Great live stream. Stay safe. Cheers, Sean. Cheers, Dad. Cheers, Charlie. Everybody, Chris. We've had everybody on Blue Heart. It's good to see you on Lee. He's been on Lee Cullen. We've had lots of people on tonight. SOS 2907. North London is red. What you saying? What we're saying, I think, are you an Arsenal fan? You are, mate. I was just saying, we were just talking about Claude and we were showing his, condolences. And I hope you guys get the win for yourselves and obviously Claude this weekend, mate. City need Champions League, we certainly do. Cheers, Tom. Well done, Tom. Thank you, guys. So yeah, North London is red. Hopefully you get the win this weekend, mate. Charlie Everett saying, thumbs up with blue heart, with blue circles. We've got great stream, says Blue Moon. Thank you. So to finish the night off, rest in peace, Claude, definitely. Thanks, Tom, and thanks, Lee. Nice vlog, mate. Yeah, thank you, mate. A massive thank you to Lee, who came on earlier. Absolute superstar for coming on for 25 minutes to discuss. So if you didn't see that, if you were a bit late to the TNT party tonight, check it back to the start. Watch the first 25 minutes with Lee Chappy. And make sure you go over and check his channel out. Just type in on YouTube, Lee Chappy. Type that in on Instagram and Twitter too, and he'll be over there too, so you can check him out. Make sure you give him a try. But to obviously finish tonight, lads and lasses, we have to get the Sergio song in. So I'll sing the song and we're going out, all right? So, this side feels to be city, this side feels to be small. You side Phil Jones, we side Con Aguero. Take care, guys. Hashtag let's have it. Hashtag up the city. See you next week. Let's get a win this weekend. Up the Blues. See you later.